So when I started training, he's like, I'm gonna help you with training, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna help you have content so you can work on your shit, and like literally see it grow. So to see this shit now, it's like it's so real. Like downstairs now, my training then went to a whole different level because I'm here, and as soon as I seen this place, I'm like, B, it's an opportunity for you to grow your shit, Jay, all of us to grow together. So now it's like, it's so real for me. It's like, damn, I seen where he started, I seen where I started. Nigga, I was going from football field to football field, charging $20 an hour, and now I come to one place where like me and all my brothers, you feel me?
Getting it on, yeah, hell yeah.
It's so real. Like I'll leave out of this motherfucker like
shit.
Everybody comfortable.
When you got 3 motherfuckers that's trying to do something positive, bro, you would be surprised how quick you could get shit done.
Hell yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
saying? Trey, but Trey turned me to a whole different beast, bro.
But that's the. And that's, man, we gotta go live right now.
Yeah, we gotta go live.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
Yeah,
we gotta go live
for real. Cause
he turned me to an animal, bro. I love that nigga to death.
So
bro.
like that's one of the biggest things is you gotta be around people that can reach you on an intellectual level, and they don't make you feel misunderstood for being motivated to do something that not everybody else is doing. Right?
Word.
Like you should
100%.
you should be able to go anywhere with anybody and speak what's on Steve's mind and speak about what Steve wants to accomplish and what he wants to do. Even if it's the wildest shit that you could ever imagine.
Word.
You need to be around people that's going to support that because they believe in you. And that's what it's about. That's why the 3 of us can do things like this, because we believe in each other. We don't always agree with each other.
Word.
We don't. These niggas argue all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's real, but we all believe in each other to where we can come to an agreement at the end of it all and still take a next step to get closer to our goal. You know what I'm saying? Right. And but all of that to the side, we're gonna open this one up. I'm here with a West Side legend, Steve Nash.
The one and only.
For the people that don't know you, man, just give them a little bit of background, man, where you come from.
I'm Steve Nash. I'm from the west side of Covington, Kentucky. Banklet, Russell, 18th, 14th, 15th. Whatever you want to do over there. City Heights, we from City Heights. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an all-around creative person. I've been inspired by creativity since I was a kid. I like art. I like nice things. So I like to take my mind and just go different places. I'm out of this world. I think out of this box.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Some people don't understand it, but like you was just saying before we got on, if I could come up with the most wildest shit and put it out there, at least 1 or 2 people gonna think like I think and be like, yeah, that's nice.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's it. You feel me? I can grasp hold of them. I could change something.
Yeah, one is better than none.
You feel me?
Especially when it's something that you're truly passionate about or that you want to see come to fruition. But I'll tell you my first introduction to you. I know you was homies with Cam Avery. Shout out to him. And, you know, I was boys
my
with his little brother, Jalen Avery. Shout out to him. And so I went to middle school on the west side. And every morning, I see this nigga with glasses walking over the 19th Street Bridge.
Word.
Fresh as hell every day. Every day, fresh as hell.
Put that shit on. Word.
And then on my way home from school, I'll bend the block and I'll walk past his crib. And your pops, he still got that motherfucker too.
Word,
got that Riviera on spokes. And I walk past it damn near every day from school. And for the people that don't know, cars is me. I'm truly passionate about
100%. This is a car guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him about cars in this interview.
Yep.
Because we like cars. We like big engines. We like old shit. We don't like that new, fast, all over the place stuff. Nah, we like classic things.
Nothing that you could just, you know what I'm saying, if you got the check, you got the credit, you could go get that.
Yeah, you could go get it. Nah, build it.
Built, not bought. But even, you know, just to go off of that, so you always, from the outside looking in, you always been fly, always about fashion.
Appreciate you,
was
brother.
it? What inspired you initially to just get up and get dressed to go do whatever?
For sure. Honestly, brother, it was my mama. Every Saturday, me and my mama used to go to the store. We used to go to Macy's, Dillard's, all the places. She taught me how to shop. She taught me how to take care of myself.
Yeah.
how to dress, how to look nice. You feel me? Like, you feel me?
Yeah, that it was important to look a certain way.
Yeah, that was important to look a certain way and carry yourself a certain way. Be a gentleman, you feel me?
Yeah.
And have a swagger about yourself.
Yep.
And I also hung with my grandpa a lot. And he used to dress like super nice. That's where my clothing line came from, but we'll get into that later. You feel me? But my grandpa was a swaggy dude, old schools, and you know what I'm saying? And he used to wear suspenders a lot. So I used to wear suspenders.
Yeah, that old school
up.
style.
Yeah, the old school.
Old player.
Yeah, old player. I like suspenders more than belts.
Yep.
You feel me? So you do it like that. But what turned me up, brother, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first heard Manny Fresh and Birdman gave the Bulls with the pimped out Gucci suit.
It was on.
Yeah, it was on.
It was on.
Bro, it was on after that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I gotta be fresh,
So
bro,
now it's time to
every
get
single
fly.
day, bro. I told
Yeah.
my mom, I'm like, bro, I want to wear Gucci.
Yep.
I was in like 4th grade. I didn't even know what the hell it was, but I'm
Right.
like, I want some Gucci, mama.
Yeah.
She like, what? You ain't got no Gucci money? Like, nah,
And
but
it's wild. Like, so obviously that's part of our culture.
word,
But
word.
you know, I was just having this discussion with somebody the other day because, you know, Cam, he's always joking. He's and an older cat, white dude, was like, I don't even understand why you guys are always. He's like, it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what his shoes are or his clothes are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, ultimately, it really doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
nah.
it's like, to us, that's just part of our culture. It's about presenting yourself a certain way.
Word. It's how you carry yourself.
And it's a lot deeper than the surface of what clothes you are wearing. You know what I'm saying? It's about just being clean, be presentable. That's ultimately what it stems from. It doesn't matter if you got on, you know what I mean, the cheapest or the most exclusive, you know, designer brand. It's about just presenting yourself a certain way. And it starts with your appearance. If you can't get up and get clean and take care of yourself, iron your clothes, the little details like that, it all matters when you're
word, for
introducing
sure.
yourself to certain people. And
For sure, you gotta have an ambiance when you walk in the room. Like
Right.
me, I don't got no haircut or nothing right now. I'm raw,
right.
but I smell amazing. I'm clean than a mother. You feel me? Clean than a whistle. A
Yeah,
woman still
yeah.
gonna walk up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I'm gonna have to tell her I got a wife. You gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what's going on.
Yep.
That's my aura when I walk in the
Right.
room. You gonna know, like, but dude, a player, bruh.
Yep. And
Something
that's-
about him.
You can't buy that.
You can't
know
buy
what I'm
it.
saying? So like that's
You can't
why
buy it,
like
bruh.
it doesn't matter what you have on. It's ultimately the man that's wearing
Mm-hmm.
it. And that's what I always liked about you. And you know, you're a couple years
Appreciate
older than
you,
me.
brother.
I've always just been on the outside looking in, but I'll come across you a dozen or so times in my life, and it was always
You
always
being
a
humble
mutual,
right now, brother. You a sneaker legend.
It was always just a
Let him fool y'all. He is a sneaker legend, like a real live. We've been doing this since like 07, 08, before all of this.
before
Let's get the record.
when you could go into McConn's and Tower Place,
Yeah.
and Devereaux's,
Yeah.
and you could really get them.
Y'all don't know nothing about McConn's. Let's not even go there.
Right, yeah.
Or Devereaux's,
Yeah.
not City Gear, Devereaux's.
Right. It's just
He's a legend.
it's just but that's the thing is that I came up under y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
I would see y'all and the way that y'all carried yourselves, and that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like now that's good and bad.
Yeah, for sure.
On the way that y'all was,
because you mentioned Cam starting off. That's
Yep.
my big brother. You
For
feel
sure,
me?
yep.
He taught bro was the first person to let me drive a car and everything when I was 13 years old. He
Yeah.
like, bro, go ahead, whip that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him and my big brother Keywan and Mark, free Mark. Mark
Yep.
will be home. He just walked down 15 years. Shout out to you, brother. You'll be home soon, cause I love you to death.
For sure.
But they taught me everything watching them.
Yep.
Like, that's what made me. And honestly, brother, I guess my sophomore year, I was still hooping.
Yep.
I missed the practice,
It was a decision that you
and I
made.
got cut. Dave Henley, I ain't gonna cuss you out on this podcast, but David Henley cut me. You feel me?
Mhm.
And that just put me in a predicament with my friends.
Yeah.
I wanted to get some money.
So before you got cut, was you kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out?
Straight basketball.
Yeah.
Working out. That's it. We ain't doing nothing else.
Mhm.
But I still got my group of friends that got it going on. Free Lindo. My brother took 24 years on his 24th birthday. I won't see my brother until we 40, but he'll be home. You feel me? Free Lando. But
So when it was time for you to really put yourself out there, what's one of the first times where you was like, this shit is different, this is real.
This
like
is real.
I'm not a kid no more.
I called Cam. I remember as soon as the day I got cut, I called Cam. This old stuff. You feel me? We grown. I'm 31 years old now. This is beyond the statute of limitations. But I called, but I'm like, but I need something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring me something. And it was just on after that. I got outside. And my other peoples, who was a barber now, you feel me, a successful barber, I guess he had a little something going on.
Yep.
And we got involved with it. And I fell in love with the money hitting my hand.
Right.
It wasn't even about nothing else, but I just like the rush of money touching my hands.
How do you feel like that era of Steve has played a part into you becoming the man that you are now?
I guess it turned me into a man.
Yep.
Because it was like, you only got yourself. Now you really got yourself. Now you can really go take care of yourself. Like, you can go buy whatever you want. You can go out on this Sunday with your big brothers. Okay? Because I always hung around people older than me.
Right.
So that's why I'm so gamed up. People call me an old soul. Like, from my grandpa to my dad to my uncles to even all my friends around me, they older than me.
Yep.
I'm the youngest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I listen. I'm smart, you feel me? I'm bright, so I'm going to listen. I'm going to watch what they doing. All their mistakes, I'm going to try to avoid it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
so
got
I just
two
caught on
eyes.
to things. Yeah, I got
You
two
got two
eyes.
eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. So
You feel me?
yeah.
And the thing about us, which I always value, like my big brother Kiwan and Wally, we was always equal. It wasn't never no little bruh situation or he ain't got a situation. If one person ain't got it, we gonna make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just what it always been. That helped me grow up though. You feel me? That was my comfort zone.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get that. And also I got my dad. Me and my dad.
Yep.
100.
I
That's
do
my
too.
dog. You
I
feel me?
definitely-
And that's a blessing. A lot of people don't got their dad. A lot of my friends ain't got their dad. My daddy was their daddy.
Yeah. You know, it almost took for me to be down near my age now, and it was multiple times throughout my childhood I realized that I had it a lot better, even
Word.
though financially we was never
Word.
rich, but I would realize that when I did have my mom and my dad together, like, damn, when I go over so-and-so house, they don't have this.
Yeah, and the dynamic
You
is
know what I'm
different,
saying? And
bro.
like throughout all the bullshit me and my pops been through and still go through, I don't never cut that nigga off because it's like I still got him. You know what I'm
word.
saying? And like,
100%.
yeah, like of course he's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect, but he did what he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And without him, I definitely would not be the man that I am today.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to him.
Big shouts out to
and,
your
and shouts
pops.
out your pops
Big
too.
shouts
you
out
know
to
what I'm
my
saying?
pops. Big
Because
Steve, my dog.
it's not a lot. It's not a lot of us that have our dads. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Not even just having
100%, bro.
a lot of us have dads, but not a lot of us have fathers, and there's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And,
100, but that's the main thing, and it's crazy because, bro, my dad too was that's where I get it from. He was a hustling, you know what I'm saying?
talk
Back in the
about
day,
that.
he was a
Yeah.
hustling motherfucker.
Yeah.
I ain't see my dad
Yeah.
until nighttime sometimes,
Yeah.
and that was sometimes,
Yeah.
and it was brief.
Yeah.
Growing up, like our relationship built once I started getting into shit.
Right, because now y'all can relate.
Yeah, now
y'all
I
can
got
relate.
something to talk about. You
Yeah.
feel me? Now it's girls and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? So we can sit down and look, Pop out. But that's my dog.
Yeah,
You hear me?
And
That's my
ultimately,
guy.
at the end of the day,
at the end of the
that's
day,
really what it's about.
like I said, bro, my daddy is a lot of my friends' daddies.
Yeah,
It's crazy because it's like one of my friends' daddies hang around my daddy, but he just started, you know what I'm saying, acknowledging, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's like, my dad ain't never
Yeah.
been nothing different. He
Now-
always know my dad gonna handle it. He
And
gonna take care of
we can
whatever.
fast forward a little bit, but now you're a father yourself.
Word.
What's that experience like for
It's
you?
amazing. It's different.
Yeah,
It's a change daily. Like that's the biggest thing, and now I'm starting to realize I honestly say it every day. I say it to my girl and everything. Like, my parents was doing their thing. You feel me? To be 20 years old with 2 kids, y'all got a house, y'all got multiple cars, you feel me? Mm-hmm. It's hard, bro.
It's very hard.
It's hard, bro. It's hard with just one.
I'm by myself.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard with just one. Watching my daughter sometimes. My daughter be turned. Yep. I love her to death. But you feel me? She be turned.
Yeah.
So it's like, just imagine y'all had 2 boys and then a girl once the boys got 15, 16, that age where we, you know what I'm saying? We experiencing shit. We outside. We going through different, you know, and my brother is 2 years older than me. So when I was 15, 16, my brother was in college.
Right.
So that was another level of parenting that I ain't went through yet, you feel me, or had to deal with, because you don't never stop parenting.
Yep.
No matter what nobody say, you gonna always be a parent. I still call my parents to this day for certain things, you feel me, or certain advice that I need, you feel me?
It's just I'm not at the house
I'm not at the house, you feel me? I'm doing my own thing. Yeah. That's what it is, but bruh, I wouldn't change it for the world. I feel like my daughter was my blessing, because I could have did anything else, bruh.
Yep. And that's cool, man. And like, I don't have no kids, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Like, you will. Blessing.
And I do want kids, but it's like, to see people, not even to see people, to hear people try to shame parents on how they raise their kids. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest things that needs to be cut out.
Like, Vlad, not to cut you off, brother, Go ahead. Vlad TV, like, he have a lot of opinion about how certain people are supposed to raise their kids, but you don't even have kids.
I never speak on how somebody should.
You know what I'm saying?
Kids,
you can't even. Just like the lady said, he was talking about Kanye and how he should have been more present with his kids, but it's like, bro, you can't dictate that.
You can't speak on that.
Yeah, you can't speak on that. You don't know if he's FaceTiming his kids all day or whatever he's doing. As long as he handling business and that's just what it is, bro. You can't speak on that. I don't never speak on that involving the kids.
Nah, you can't. You can't. It's just all I ever try to do is just play my part. You know what I'm saying? If it's any way that I can help.
If you don't take care of your kids, you're just a bitch ass nigga.
Definitely.
Make sure you take care of your kids, brother.
Definitely.
I don't care what you doing. It ain't about that girl. You just got her pregnant. Y'all just had sex. Take care of your baby, brother.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's where your blessings gonna come from. It ain't gonna come from that girl.
It's 2023.
I just told you something.
And if you are not taking care of your kids,
we can't hang. Nigga, don't come around.
For sure.
Don't come around Jay. Don't come around Cam. Don't come around B. Don't come around me. That rhyme, nigga.
Say that
you can't hang.
So now I want to get into you kind of coming out of the streets, getting into being an entrepreneur. Now, to some, being a hustler is second nature.
For sure.
Can you break it down to some people that think, I define myself, I'm a hustler. That's what I was raised around.
Yeah.
You're a hustler.
100%.
But to be a hustler, you do not have to sell drugs.
No.
Explain that for some people who think that to be a hustler or to hustle means you're selling drugs. Will you can you tell the difference between, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, a hustle don't involve drugs at all. At all. A hustler can sell anything. I can sell you this book. I can sell you this phone. I can sell you a drink. But I ain't no bartender. You feel me? I can't serve you a shot. Yep. But I'm a hustler. I might buy the bar. I might buy all the bottles in the bar, so I'm making the money off the shots.
It's not the product or
it's
the
not
service.
The product.
It's
not
the
the product or
mentality.
service. The mentality, brother. You can sell anything. I've sold cars. I've sold shoes. I've sold other stuff. I've sold hair. I've sold bodysuits. Mm-hmm. I've sold scrunchies. I've sold bonnets.
Yeah.
I've sold hats.
Yep.
I've sold clothes. It's whatever you make it. Whatever you got access to and somebody else doesn't, that's what you profit off of. That's what makes you a hustler.
If you want it and it costs money, and I could get
and I
it
got
for cheaper,
access to it,
we're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. And
whether it's $10 or $1,000.
And it's just like, I think it's a lot of kids coming up, they correlate being a hustler with the streets.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like, it's okay to have a hustler's mentality, but it's ways now, especially we're going into 2023. It's like, take that the same way. If you could flip this, get into something that's legit. Get into a legit hustle.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the thing about these kids now, bro, 25 under, y'all got taught computers and scamming.
yeah,
And how to move stuff around. And I'm not condoning in this. I'm not telling y'all to go scam, none of that. But I'm just saying I know what's going on.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know what y'all doing. It's different strokes for different folks. Like I said, I've been a hustler before. You understand? So I understand money. I understand, you know what I'm saying? Y'all getting too much money sometimes. Y'all was getting too much money in 2020.
what it is, bro. For me, what it is just the.
I don't know how to work a computer.
And this is even going into real business and real investing. What is my risk to reward ratio? And it's like, if you can't understand that, you would never be successful at no type of business. It don't matter if it's illegal, legal.
You gotta have business acclimation.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I just said this the other day, like, selling shoes taught me how to sell everything else for real.
Yep.
Selling the other stuff was like, it was cool, but it was just like I already knew what was going on. I know how to sell myself. That's the main thing.
Right.
But selling shoes, I used to sit down and really be like, damn, what do you like?
Mm-hmm.
What's comfortable to you? Let's find something that you really gonna be like, I want to keep this for a couple years. I want to come back and buy this again and again and again. Like,
it's just getting to know your customer.
you feel me? It's more
like,
personable.
Yeah. But
So
that's
it's like,
so
that's turned me up too.
and it's like now, we'll get into your clothing line now. And for the people that don't know,
Elegant
Steve
Spirit.
is, I would say that you're damn near stylist, designer, all around brand, company, that anything that has to do with fashion. I would say that you are underneath that whole umbrella because I've seen you do it for
sure.
a long time now.
I'm the mode of this Midwest. You gotta come through me if you wanna. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta holler at me somehow, some way. You gonna get in touch with me. Somebody gonna tell you like, oh yeah, you gotta holler at Steve.
So
he gonna point you in the right direction or whatever.
What
and it's
was
been like this.
What was the first piece that you put Steve on and you put a price on it for purchase? 2008, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
I was senior in high school, 2008 going in 2009. Me and my little brother, shout out to Maury, we started Class Clown brand.
Yep, I remember that.
You feel me?
Yep.
That was the first everything. We sat down with that, and that all began with a picture. One of our friends sat down in the middle of Kings Island, and everybody, all the white kids, excuse my French, sat down with him. It was like 30 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we took a picture of it and put it on the shirt. And it went crazy. Like, it went crazy 2008. And that's when we got introduced to Matt.
Yep.
That's when I first met Matt, you feel me, at corporate or whatever. And we actually sat with him and we
Shouts
devised
out to corporate.
it. Shouts out to corporate.
Yeah,
shouts out to
corporate.
Matt, my big brother. I love you to death, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you've ever done for me and you do for me. Thank you.
Yep.
But the very first drop, we consulted and he let us drop in corporate when they got their location at Hyde Park. So we was the very first drop in that location when they very first opened.
That's love, yeah.
Word.
That's
So
love.
it was a dope experience all around. We sold out and everything, but it was more or less like a party. We was young,
Right.
you feel me? But I don't know. It was just different. Like, we had 4 different colorways of T-shirts. We sold out. But it was just like after that, we didn't go back to re-ing up.
That was kind of like, y'all wasn't planning for it to be.
Yeah, to be like
to
what it
actually grow
was.
it. Y'all was just kind of doing
So like
it.
we grew up. My one of my brothers is Rashid Warren, Nuke, the professional boxer, and Adrian Broner is.
Yeah, shouts out to him. Yeah,
shout out to them. You feel me? Fights coming up February, knockouts, but we put them in a brand, and once we put them in a brand, it kind of like. It did something else. Once he posted a picture in the shirt, it kind of did
Yeah.
the unexpected. And like I said, we was young.
Wasn't ready for
Yeah,
it.
we wasn't ready for it. But I was in college for apparel design and marketing, so I was learning the brand. And we sat down and we came to a decision like let's rebrand. Let's go with a new name, go to a new angle, and that's when I came up with Elegant Spirit. This was in 2009.
So it's been
It's
in
been
the
in
stage.
fruition.
It's been working.
Yeah, it's been going on. This was the very first.
Yeah.
Once I sat down for a couple days, my next thing was elegant, because I used to call myself No Swag, Just Elegance. That was my MySpace name. You feel me? No swag, just elegance. I hate the word swag. When people say swag, he ain't dressing right.
Right.
You understand? He's trash. He just bought it off the mannequin.
Yeah.
No swag. This is elegance. I just walk in the store and I might, wherever the fabric take me, that's what
Just
I'm
put
going
it on.
with. I'm putting it on. You understand?
That's the difference.
It's the difference.
That's the difference, though. It's like
It's the difference, bro.
some people put clothes on and some people dress. It's a big difference.
It's a big difference,
It's a
bro. I
big
dress.
difference.
Now you can ask my mama, bro. Since 2006, when Dame Dash said I don't wear the same white tee, the same white beater, and
Yeah.
once I wear that one time, it's kaput.
You bought them Pro Kids
Tupac
though,
spelled
that he dropped back
backwards.
then.
Yes. It's kaput. I'm throwing it away once I wear the white tee. It's over with. I'm sorry. It's kaput.
Right.
Like, but yeah, that was like, after that, I was just in college cooking. I was
Yeah.
in college cooking. But me and my grandpa, we had a real close bond, like I was saying. And the big thing we used to watch was Cardinals. So like once I came up with the Elegant Spirit name, the very first logo I seen was a Cardinal.
Yeah.
And the Cardinal was a lost loved one.
Right.
Whenever
yeah.
you see it.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like-
something that like me and my family we
word.
practice that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that stems from or what culture that originates from.
Word.
But my family, like that's why when I see, Elegant Spirit, I understand that, because when I see a cardinal, I think of, certain people that's not here no more.
Nah, word.
So that's cool. That's
So when
something
me and
that,
him used to talk about that, he used to talk about his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we seen the Cardinals, he used to talk about his mom. So now when he passed and I started seeing Cardinals, it's like, but it's you, bro.
Right.
You coming to holler and
So it's out
like,
of dedication.
Yeah, to him. So when I put that cardinal on the back of everything, I put the cardinal on the back of every piece I got.
Mm-hmm.
It's show your lost loved one. It's putting my grandpa all over the world.
And you brought a couple pieces with you.
Nah, for sure.
Let's
for
go
sure.
ahead and go over those and see what kind of designs you got going on.
Yeah, I bought a couple pieces that I done. This one right here was most of my pieces is based off stories and movies. So like it's moments. This first piece is a dead president's piece. And it just has a trash can on the front, right? Put it down a little bit. Trash can with the ES in the middle. You see that cardinal?
And that's for the people that don't know. If you've never seen Dead Presidents,
Yeah, it's an amazing movie, but it's
Yeah.
one of the movies me and my grandfather used to watch. So
one of the best movie soundtracks ever.
And this trash can is very significant to a scene in the movie where they actually take the money, they complete the robbery.
It's like the climax.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the climax of the movie. And that's what the line is based off of. It's capturing moments and scenes that's like the climax of the movies or the life or whatever. So on the back, she came out the trash can and shot the police. So,
So you would say that your brand is heavily inspired by
moments.
right.
Moments of me and my grandfather. Moments of me and my peoples. Elegant Spirit is based off our ancestor. All our ancestors is the excuse me, let me get to it. But our souls, the spirits come from our souls. We all embody the spirits of our past, which is our ancestors. Don't ever forget that. You a makeup of your grandfather, you a makeup of your grandmother, your people you never even met before. You act like them.
Right. That's because the influence.
Yeah, the influence. You feel me? Even if you know it or not.
Yep.
And elegant is just how you carry yourself. I'm a smooth guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no conflict or nothing. We can
Right.
But we can get into it, but
It don't
that's
have
not,
to be like that.
we ain't gotta be like
Yeah.
that, brother.
And that's
Let's
like,
not do that.
like even just going off of that, like that's what I really like about the environment that we create here and the message that we're trying to push here is that shit is over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that shit's dead, man.
that shit is dead. And that's
you out
why
here beefing, your ass is broke, or you just like you lost in life and you need some guidance.
so that was like one of the biggest reasons I wanted to bring you on here is to showcase the growth. You know what I mean? You can be raised a certain way, you can go through a certain phase, but it's like ultimately you gotta grow out of that.
You have to, brother.
And put that same drive, that same desire, that same hustle into something that's real, that you could really build your life and your family's well-being off of. And that's why with Elegant Spirit, I see that you're doing that.
Nah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Because you're not just printing T-shirts. It has something behind it. And that's how you build a successful brand, is you don't just buy a T-shirt. When you buy that, it's a different type. It's an experience almost.
Yeah, the thing about Elegant is it's just 25 pieces. Once these 25 pieces drop, it's over.
It's over.
You'll never get it. You'll never see it again. I'm not doing a different colorway. It's over with.
Yep.
It's kaput.
And that's
I keep saying that, but you know, that's my favorite word.
You
It's
got his own
garbage.
soundbite.
Kaput.
But yeah. And what you got on this one
But this
here?
is Will. I say this is a trilogy T. This is the first T of that trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
But this is very special to me because this was the last movie me and my grandfather watched, and we watched multiple times.
Yep.
And it's one of my favorite movies
That's
that I
one of-
still
it's one of
watch.
my
You
favorites
feel me?
too.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
classic movie. You
Yep.
gotta watch that shit. It's
Yeah.
original gangsters. But this scene right here is right after his son won the money in the basketball game, and they devised a plan to kill his son,
They killed him.
and they killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And the other two T's sets up the kill, excuse my French, and then the revenge for the kill of his son. But like I said, on the back, Cardinals on everything. Just inspired so you can see your loved one and see my grandfather.
And then for the people that's never seen that movie, go watch it.
Yeah, go watch Original
Go watch
Gangsters.
it.
Please get on Tubi or like
And that's
something real.
and it's like I could see why
black budget.
I could see why your grandfather would be wanting to watch that, because it has Jim Brown, the
Yeah.
number one greatest NFL player of all time, who left the NFL to make movies.
Word.
So
Word.
I don't know how old your grandpa was, but
He was
I'm sure
62.
that's one of his peers down there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so Michael B. Jordan to us, Jim Brown was that same cat. And this is once he was an older man. And Fred Williamson also is in that movie, and he played in the NFL also.
Yeah, word.
And it's like, it
And
just
it's-
shows that like black men even then were very multifaceted. You can't hold us to just doing one thing. We do everything. Do whatever you
everything, bro.
want.
That was Braxton's first movie. Everybody know
From
Braxton
Jamie
from
Foxx.
Jamie
From
Foxx.
Jamie
You feel
Foxx.
me? But that was
Yeah.
he was Silas.
Yeah.
He was a gangster.
Yeah. Drew Down. Drew Down
Yeah,
was in
Drew
that.
Downs was in that.
Yeah,
That's
and
the KO with the yayo. That's the second shirt.
Yep.
KO with the yayo hanging out the Mercury shooting the chop.
Yeah.
That's the second shirt.
It's
I
a
can
lot
show
of
you that.
culture. It's a lot of culture
But-
in that movie, but that's part of it. That's considered a blaxploitation film, and it's like those movies were made for the culture. They
For
were
sure,
made to
bro.
have all of those elements. It had the older cats who were successful playing professional sports, now they're actors, with younger actors putting them on. That's what it was about.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
had Drew Down, who was not super popular, but if you was listening to music and from the Bay Area, he's one of them guys.
Word.
You know what I mean? They could have put E40 in the movie, but they put Drew Down
Scarface
in the
was
movie.
in there. You know that? Scarface was when excuse my French,
You can't
but
bring
when they
me
was
on.
having
You can't
sex,
bring me on here to teach me
I'm sorry,
something.
but when they was having sex in this Cadillac, he said, "But this is my grandmother's car." He opened the door, snatched dude out, and socked him. That was Scarface.
That's wild.
Yeah, brother, go watch that Magic Don Juan in there. When they
Yeah.
met it, you feel me? And he told Silas, "Bro, you tripping."
And it's shot in Gary,
Like, it's
Indiana.
Gary, Indiana,
that's-
brother.
So that's what it's about. Is like
Right.
there's so much culture in that and for you to be inspired by something like that,
That's my favorite movie, brother. I watch that to this day.
what you're putting out, there's culture in it. Like, it all makes sense. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. If you don't, go learn about it.
Go learn about it.
Go learn about it.
Go learn it.
Because,
But it's nostalgia.
yeah,
We know.
exactly.
Yeah, like you said.
And it's not just me and you know. It's gonna be 25,
For sure.
35, 45. It's gonna be cats that know, and that's what I like, is like you're making things that are true to you, and people that are tapped into that also. You connect right there.
Yeah, 100%.
You're not just making a fly ass good fabric white T-shirt that any and everybody is gonna want. Like, you're not doing it for that. You're doing something that's true to yourself.
For sure. And I'm the only one doing my percentage of polyester and cotton. I won't tell y'all what percentage that is, but I am the only one doing that. I won't tell you the recipe though.
So you're doing your clothing start to finish, right?
For sure.
Talk a little bit about that process, and
I guess it's all through vendors right now, but like I was telling my cousin Cam, who's off camera, we just got a warehouse and we just got printing machines, screen printing machines, and we've been printing ourselves, like, and stitching ourselves. Actually, this is one of the pieces we stitched. This is my brother Ty's clothing line, Ambitious.
shouts out to him.
Word, shouts out to him. But we stitch this. We do this in-house. We print in-house. We trying to teach ourselves everything so we can cut the middleman out, basically.
Because ain't nobody gonna teach you.
Ain't nobody gonna teach us.
Right.
So at this point, we just at a point where we just ordering blanks.
Yeah.
You feel me? And grabbing, and practicing and trying to get better at our craft. Because with the vendors, it's a month to 2 month process every time you deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta wait for your design. They gotta wait for your sample. They gotta wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like if
It's
we
too
can
much
cut that
time.
out, it's too
Yeah.
much time in between. So your drops is gonna be scheduled every 3 months. If you pay attention, most people drops are scheduled every 3 months.
Yeah.
And unless you a brand like Hellstar, Vertebrae, or like Hellstar, Vertebrae, A Million, Desto Dub, which they get access to production.
Shouts out to Desto.
Yeah,
Dub.
shout out to Desto
Whole
Dub.
lot
Shout
of
out to all of them.
cops
Y'all inspire me. I watch y'all.
Yeah.
Too Fly, you my boy. Dylan, you know me. So yeah, Vertebrae. Shout out to Vertebrae. But yeah, the process, they shorten their process because they right next to the production.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They in California, they in Atlanta, they got a whole house.
They're in the market.
You know what I'm saying? They able to create 100 pieces at once, and we not here. Unfortunately, we in the tri-state. We in Cincinnati, Covington, Kentucky.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got access to stuff like that. So what me and Ty is trying to do is actually make it more accessible to everybody.
Right.
The lab is a place where you could just really come and create.
Yep.
We want you to come up there and try to do it yourself more than less us do it.
Yep.
We can do it together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that way you teaching yourself, and at the same time you getting your product out.
Getting your shit done at the
you
same
getting your
time.
shit done at the same
Yeah.
time. You know, like, all right, I ain't gotta wait 2 months.
Yep.
I'm going up there and working with them, and we getting it done in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And man, I hate to have to end this. So
Damn, we ending it right now.
We're running out of time, man, and I know we only got the
We ain't even talk
surface.
about, cause listen, though, I got a story. We ain't talk about a lot of stuff, cause I'm a gangster. You understand? I'm a gangster.
And I mean, if you really want to, man, we could go ahead and we could just go ahead and really let them know, you know, some of the trials and tribulations that you've gone through recently. And I think is what's admirable about yourself is that you could go through something like that, but that does not define you.
For sure. 100%.
Elegant spirit defines you. You keep going, you know what I'm saying? So just talk a little bit about, you know, that situation and how that has, how you went through that and you're still here now, still able to create and not just want to create, but try to provide a service for others and stay motivated, stay consistent, keep working, keep going, and not just give up on yourself, you know, and not taking your life for granted. So if you want, man, you could go ahead and just kind of give, you know, your story on how you had to defend yourself and, you know, things like that.
For sure. For sure. like you said, bro, it's not nothing that you proud about or anything like that. But I had a life altering experience. You feel me? Last year to where I had to take someone's life, and that ain't nothing to play about. That ain't nothing to joke about. You feel me? I grew up with a mom that's God fearing and go to church every Sunday. So you feel me? It's all about how you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying? How you looked at in the eyes of them and everything,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But I was solely defending myself.
Right, and that's what it's about. It's
and that's what it's about. Don't just do no extra, be outside wild, or you know what I'm saying? I was put in a predicament to where I had to take a life.
Right. And that's what I love about us being from Kentucky is we can do that.
Word.
Can do that.
Word. And that's a blessing in itself. And a blessing that I was in a position to take care of that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And talk about why. Talk about why you was able to come up out of that okay. And you was able to protect.
By the grace of my lawyer. Shout out to Hollering. But honestly, I wasn't in the wrong at no point of that. He was the aggressor. He was the one that pulled his firearm first and everything. I was just prepared. There's a difference between being an aggressor and being prepared. Exactly. I was just prepared for the situation. Yep. You feel me? Watching it wholeheartedly, and that's just what popped off, and I was on it. You know what I'm saying? But in the same breath, that shit cost me like a lot of money.
Do you have your carry to conceal?
But no bill. I'm 100. I still got my firearm. I still can move around how I was moving around. I wasn't drinking and shit then, so I was sober through the whole process. You feel me? And get you a lawyer. Get you a lawyer if you get ever in a predicament to where you got to do something to somebody, or you in a predicament to where you just caught up and you guilty. But get you a lawyer.
You got your CCW?
Yes. Gotta have your CCW. That's what saved me.
Okay, so go ahead.
That's what saved me. So the CCW, you gotta get your CCW, brother. You got to go get your conceal. Ever since I was 21, and like I told the prosecutor and I told the cop, the detective, we all men, we all like firearms. We from Kentucky. Right. We like bourbon and firearms.
That's what our state, you know what I'm saying?
That's us, bro. You feel me? Exactly. That's what we like. Yep. So once I turned 21 and I was able to get my firearm legally, and I went through the whole process. I'm going to the gun range. It's crazy because before that situation, bro, no cap, no bullshit. I was in the gun range like twice a month. Mm-hmm. From October, November, December to January. Yeah. When this shit happened. I was going to the gun range just practicing.
But that's what it's about, right?
That's what it's about. You got the right to do that.
You stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, you ain't got to get ready. And that was the whole thing. Like I said again, I was never in the wrong with the situation. It was aggressor in the situation. I'm not bragging about what happened or anything like that. But it happened. It's a part of my life. Right. You understand? It's something I had to deal with. Out of the situation, once I got my no bill, I came up with a non-profit called Shoots, showing how others operate to be successful. And I want to put as much successful men in front of these black kids as possible, because I know a lot of young brothers that's out here with them guns, and they just swinging them and doing a whole bunch. They don't know what they're doing. They don't understand. Like, well, you got to protect yourself when you need to. Like,
it's too much power for somebody that's not ready, that's not informed, that's not educated. It's a lot of power when you have a gun.
For sure.
It's the ultimate.
It's the ultimate.
You could take somebody's life. It's the ultimate. And if you don't know how to harness that, or you're not even taught exactly how to operate with that, it's ultimately going to lead to disaster. You know what I'm saying? And like,
100% of the time,
it's a blessing that you're still here, bro. And I'm glad you're still here. You know what I'm saying?
Brother,
like, it would be unfortunate. It would be unfortunate if you would have had to go sit down for that and somebody lost their life in that situation also, because that's two people lost, you know, in a situation.
Over a stupid situation.
Because, and that's the thing, is like, ultimately, a lot of it, man, is not worth it. But at the end of the day, if you have to protect yourself, you have to defend yourself, you got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You got to do what you got to do.
And make sure you're on point. Get you a lawyer. You better not say nothing.
Get your CCW.
Get your CCW, brother. Get your CCW. You better not go in there and say nothing to them police until you get you a lawyer, because I'm going to be mad at you. Don't say nothing to them. Get you a lawyer. And I just told you.
And man, before we get out of here, Steve, because I want to leave it on that note, man, because I'm just tired of the false narrative on that doing this other type
We all
supposedly
positive, brother.
gangster shit. That shit is not cool. That
It's
shit
not
is dead.
cool at all,
I'm
brother.
not promoting that. You're not promoting that. So before we get out of here, man.
Before you do that, come to the podcast. We'll find a job for you. Or come down to the
Right.
warehouse and come holler at me. Inbox me, whatever you want.
Right.
I'm doing donations right now. I'm giving a lot of young men from homes clothes. I'm taking donation for clothes. I got bags of clothes right now. I'm sorting them out and putting them in looks. And I'm giving them out right now to the kids. That's what I'm doing for Christmas. That's where I'm going to catch my blessings at. I don't want nothing for Christmas, but just make sure these kids are straight.
Exactly.
That's all I'm on.
Yep.
Let's make sure each other straight. That's the biggest thing, brother. We gotta be out there. We gotta be out here. These other people don't care about us. We gotta make sure each other's straight.
Right.
You feel me? That's the only way we gonna change each other. Y'all caught up in having switches and all that other stuff. That ain't nothing.
That's just
That's
not
gonna
real,
throw
man.
your
That's-
life away,
yeah.
brother. You throwing your life away. Don't throw your life away. You got so much potential. I just told a 20-year-old brother yesterday, no lie, God strike me down if I'm lying. You got too much potential, brother. Don't be out here doing no bullshit. You feel me? Go to work. Go handle your business. Take care of your girl. Whatever you need to do, as long as it's not no bullshit. That's what I need you to do.
Promoting
You feel
everything
me?
but bullshit.
I'm promoting everything but bullshit.
Yeah.
Hustle. Get you some money. You feel me? Stay out the way. Don't talk to the police. You better not talk to the police. Don't never talk to the police. But yeah, take care of yourself, bro.
For the people that want to tap
bro.
in with you, bro, where can they find you? Where can they cop Elegant Spirit?
Elegant Spirit on Instagram. Add me, please. Thank you, God. You feel me? You can add Ambitious as well. Ty Ambitious is one of one. That's my brother. We work out the same studio. We take care of each other. We design each other's stuff. We look out for each other. Follow my brother's podcast. Follow me if you want to hear me talk some more shit at
Tell 'em tap in with you,
ESCO
bro.
Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah, tap in with me. I'm a good guy. You can inbox me, whatever. We gonna rap. Follow my hair brand, Shop Bougie Bundles. I'm a partner in that with my fiance. Follow my clothing brand with my fiance called Spans Athletic Wear. If you working out, I got that shit that you can work out in. You can sweat it out. You gonna still look good, baby, and you can wear it out with your heels. Tap in with me. I got everything. I got warehouses. I got vending machines for sale. I got cars for sale. Whatever. I'm not one of them. I'm a hustler. Whatever you want to do to get some money, let's do it.
To the core.
Yeah, to the core. Let's do it. Get with me. Ain't no
Steve.
bad blood.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through.
And shout out to Swartz Chicken and Waffles. I'm a partner in that.
Hey, shouts out to
Shout
him.
out to my brother,
Yeah, shouts
Swartz
out to
Chicken
him.
and Waffles. My little
We need to
brother
get him-
and Lola, the best cook in the Cincinnati
We need
area.
to get bro. Tell him to come through.
Yeah,
come fuck
for
with us,
sure.
bro. Tell him to come
Next
fuck with us.
episode.
Yeah, for sure. Tell him
For
to come fuck
sure.
with us.
For sure, I'm
But
calling
man,
right now.
I appreciate you coming through, bro. And
I
this
thank
this
y'all
ain't gonna
for
be the
having me,
last time
brother.
that you come
Nah,
on here because
I will be back.
we went real surface on this one. And plus, I want to bring more. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like
sure.
that's what it's all about, man. Your message is positive. Your aura is positive. And man, we love what you're doing, or
Thank
else we
you,
wouldn't have
brother.
you on here. You know what I'm
Likewise.
saying? So
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate you coming through, bro. For
Thank
real.
you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Likewise, brother.
Yeah. And that's it, man. It's
That's
another
it.
episode.
And
Steve
we out.
Nash. That's him.
Hey, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Don't talk to the police then. That nigga sell everything for his soul.
Oh God, hustler for real. He said bundles for sale.